Hi, I'm Allison Hagendorf, and welcome to BottleRock Backstage with Butter and the one, the only Sheryl Crow.
Allison!
I am so excited you're here.
I cannot believe we have not sat in the same room before.
I know.
I'm a huge fan, so.
Likewise, Sheryl. And this outfit's incredible because you are Wonder Woman.
Well, my boys have not seen yet that I'm wearing this, and they're here, and they're just going to be like, ugh, Mom, that is so cringy.
I love that their boys are here. You know, I'm a fellow mother of two boys,
yes,
so I love.
Knew that. Yes, I knew that. We'll talk.
Yes, but they're here.
They're here, and they are such good sports because they got out of school on Thursday, and then we flew here to be with friends and do BottleRock. And they're like, Mom, it's the first, we want to stay home with our friends. And I said, you're going to have fun. And they have had a ball, so.
I mean, this is such a great festival. You've played every festival. What do you love about being in Napa and BottleRock?
It's funny, we rarely, it's been a long time since we've been up here. We used to come up and do, some of the wineries and stuff. This is just a fun gig because it always has tons of fun people on it. It's very varied, lots of different styles, and there's just such a good vibe up here.
It's such a good vibe, and I sat with Nile Rodgers yesterday.
Oh my gosh!
Which was I got to see his set.
Royalty.
Yeah, it was a moment for me.
Yeah.
Also, the last time you and I were talking, I was congratulating you on the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame nomination.
Crazy.
And now
I know,
the induction.
Crazy.
Congrats.
It's crazy. I'm really excited to be inducted with Willie Nelson.
I know.
My bestie.
And you did his 90th birthday.
I did his 90th
party.
Yeah, and he's like one of the architects, right?
Yes.
So it's funny. I used to go about the Rock Hall, which I think I told you.
Yeah.
You feel like everybody that ever mattered is already in, so it's like, they don't have to let me in, But it does feel kind of cool.
It's so special.
Yeah,
and
it feels cool.
I loved watching my personal queen, Stevie Nicks, welcoming you into, she called it the elite club of women. Club for women.
Yeah.
And your performance with her during Landslide.
She made me cry. And both of us. We cried backstage before we went out. It's very bittersweet when you start losing people.
Yeah.
And I did almost join Fleetwood Mac.
I heard
And
that.
she announced it from the stage, which was so sweet because I dragged my boys. I said, you need to come and see one of the greatest rock stars that ever lived, and I get to sing with her on one of the greatest songs that ever was.
Yes.
And then she talked about them from the stage.
Oh my
and
God.
that was incredible, about how I didn't join Fleetwood Mac because I had these two babies, and she was just like, and they're my 16 and 13-year-old were. So
oh my God. That must have been really touching for the boys to hear that.
That my brother was with them, and he took a video of them, and they were like this.
Oh,
it was pretty amazing.
That's a special
I think it will
one.
even mean more to him later.
Yeah, I think so. Mm-hmm. Although that would have been amazing. As a mother, I understand. Those are golden moments that you need to be present for.
Yes.
For sure. There's really nothing more important.
Yeah, and I didn't expect it, and it was such a beautiful. I was amazing.
And just having you and Stevie Nicks together at any point is always a gift.
I tell her and everyone, if it weren't for her, I would not be here. I would not be doing what I'm doing.
It's unbelievable.
I got the shag haircut, and I wore the platforms, and I had the shawls,
Totally, yeah.
So
I know, she's one of one. What about new music? Because the last time we spoke, you also were kind of working on new music, and we talked about, what new music might look like. It might not be an album. It might just be a new song. And
I am embarrassed to say this, but I think I'm working on an album.
I was hoping you would say that, though. I
know. I'm going to have a lot of it. I'm going to have a lot of splaining to do. I started writing some music with my old buddy, Jeff Trott, and I found that the more I wrote with anybody, the more I wanted to write by myself, and I've written a whole bunch of songs.
Wow.
And I'm really excited about them. So
exciting.
I know. So I'm doing one actually in June with Mike Elizondo. He's gonna produce it, and I love him.
Oh, I love Mike.
So we'll see what happens with it. I know.
That's exciting.
I know. I'm excited.
Do you feel like right now in your life you're in this very creative, prolific point that you were able to have this unexpected arsenal of songs that you're working on?
Yeah, and it's weird. I have been so inspired and have written so many songs really fast, and that generally, I don't sit down and just line after line, and I've written 7 songs that have just been like vomiting, sort of.
Oh my
Like
God.
vomiting to a groove.
Yeah, that's amazing. Vomiting to a groove. That's what you are.
Yeah. So I mean, the album might be called like Groovy Vomit. I don't know.
I love that. Perfect. Anything you do will work. I love that, Sheryl. Oh my God. Well, thank you so much.
Yeah,
I'm
thanks for
excited
having me.
your set.
I am
I'll be
too.
right there in front.
And these, I haven't tried them yet, but
They're delish.
I'm sure as soon as I'm done with work.
Yes.
Yeah.
I will come find you and join you.
Yes, please do. Yes, would love
Sheryl,
that.
thank you as
Yeah,
always.
thank you.
It's a treat.